Hey everyone, welcome to the 2 o'clock live. I hope you're having a great day today. It is Tuesday. I know it's kind of confusing today since we were off for Memorial Day, but we are back in the swing of things and it is Tuesday. I'm Heather. Renee and I come to you live Monday through Friday starting at 8 Central Time. And we, every hour on the hour, every even hour. So 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. We are here for you guys. In fact, let me put the times up so you will know. So hey Candy, how are you? I hope everyone is having a great day today. And we're going to kick this off. I know that you've been doing some fun things with Renee. And so normally when I do the noon, I do the natural noon. So we're going to do the natural 2 today and show you how amazing airbrush makeup can be. If you're hesitant at all on purchasing a system, don't be. Any hesitation that you have had, someone has had as well. But once you get going, there is a little bit of a learning curve, but that's why we're on and that's why we show you. But once you get it, it's on. It is amazing. And so that's why we go over this. That's why we're here for you every day, Monday through Friday. And so if you are starting out and you're thinking about getting a system, this is what your system could look like. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro that is double, like a dual speed. It has like a regular speed and then the higher speed. And then we also have the Legend, and the Legend is an amazing airbrush system as well. It's just a little bit bigger than the Icon, but all of them work the same. We're going to give you 2 bottles of foundation, and that's so you can mix and match and have that perfect shade match 365 days a year. It also gives you a great opportunity to practice. So think of this starter kit as your practice kit. We want you to get in there and start using it. And then we give you a bottle of love and a bottle of blush, which we will go over. And but we really do. We want you to really get in there and get practicing and get going. Now, this is what we recommend when you're first starting out. These directions right here. The first thing is get it out and start using it. As soon as you turn this on, there's air that comes out. So wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's gonna go. So you can't just close your eyes. I'm just feeling the air. And then that's where I know the makeup will go if I was pulling back on the trigger. You also wanna make sure that you keep the stylus level and keep your hand moving. So keep the stylus moving around the face, which makes sense because we want to make passes to get that coverage around the face. You can't just stay here and expect it to be over here. And so also keep it about 4 finger widths away from your face. And then what you really want to practice is the barely pulling back on the trigger. That's going to be the key because you are in control over how much makeup is being released by pulling back on that trigger. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Jeannie. Candy, we'll talk. We'll definitely talk, babe. So those 4 things, practice, do it. Everybody who's airbrushed does this. They're going to do that. And it just helps you get more comfortable with the system. It helps you, and when I say and everybody who's been airbrushing, they know it will become second nature to you. You'll pick this up and just start doing it. You know exactly where to go, where to pull back on that trigger. You'll find that sweet spot and it'll be a no-brainer. But of course, practice. You haven't airbrushed before. And so we want you to practice so you get used to it. All right. Makes sense, right? All right. So I did a little tanning this weekend. As you can tell, I'm a little darker, not just my hair. I am a little darker. And so, it's interesting to see how that can change with your makeup or how you want to change with your makeup. And so being that I am a little darker, I can still get away with a shade 3, but maybe, put a drop of 4 or 5 in there as well. Or I can still use love. You're just going to go back and forth and just see. When you get, in the summer when we change colors, and because airbrush is so forgiving, it's just going to be kind of a slight change. And so don't be scared to mix and match your colors. It's a lot of fun. And just like Jeannie told us our amazing summertime blush, mixing the tulip and natural together, that's how we learn and that's how we experience it. So my face is prepped. I have the AM Ignition lotion on. Hey, Nancy. And we're going to get started. So, all right. Well, thank you, Candy. Let's see. Let's go in. I want to, you guys always see me do glow with the highlight underneath the eyes. So I want to show you what will happen if I use glow now. It'll still work. So I'm going to put my couple of drops right in here. And grabbing my mirror. You're going to be able to see it faster because of the fact I'm a little darker. But the other thing is I don't have to make as many passes to get it super light because there's already a contrast on my face. Does that make sense? So since I'm already darker, I won't have to use as much to highlight underneath my eyes. See how it already kind of jumps up? Candy, yeah, Candy, it's really great. And now I'm going to do a brow highlight. Because remember, we're doing a natural, and not on purpose, but I did just put a little boop of makeup, so I'm going to tap that out. And do it more on this side to make sure they're even. And there we go. So I have my brow highlight. I have the highlight underneath my eyes. And then now I'm going to blow the rest of this out. Hey, Tamberly, did you get my email? I hope so. All right, so I just blew the rest of that out. And now I'm going to go in with, because I do want it still a little natural, I'm going to contour. And shaking it up, I'm going to use a shade 9. And then put some drops in here. I'll put, let's see, maybe I didn't shake it up enough. All right, let's see. I put 4. I probably won't need that much, but I'll go ahead and do the 4. And then now I'm going to go in and start. It falls out of my power cord, my surge protector, so I have to step on the plug. And then now, just going back and forth. Hold on, I'll do it this way. To make sure I'm getting my but see how it's already coming up, but obviously it's going, with this being that it's darker, I'll definitely want it a little, I'll have to make more passes with the deeper tone to get to the contour that I want. So even if I'm doing it, super light and natural with the contouring because I am darker, and because of my tone, it's the opposite of the glow, because it will take longer, or it takes more passage to show up on the darker skin tone. Make sense? Go ahead and finish this one off. All right. So now I'm going in and I'm going to do our summertime blush, which is Tulip and Natural. And it is beautiful. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. Hold on. I'm going to put another drop of the shade 9 in here. And sometimes the ball gets stuck right at the tip of the thing and you can't get the makeup out. So just hit it a couple of times so the ball does go down. Okay. And then, so this is shade 9. And because we're doing, again, a natural look, I did highlight with the glow, and now I'm doing some eyeshadow contouring in my crease with my shade 9. Going back and forth. And then I'm going to build it up a little bit to go up to, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Shade 9 is a great eyeshadow. A great neutral eyeshadow for you. All right. So let me finish this. Right there. Make sure it's all blended. And you can keep going if you want it darker or whatever. You can keep going if you wanted to. But you don't necessarily have to. So it just gives a very, whoa. Oh, that was good. I caught it. It vibrated right off the table. All right. Yeah, I do. I really do. I actually used it this weekend too, Jeannie. So now I'm going to put a drop. I'm going to put 2 drops of Tulip. And then 2 drops of Natural, sorry. Nancy, the shade, it was shade 9 in the Silk 4-in-1, but it could be anything. But I used that as contouring, and then I also used it as my eyeshadow. And then you can use darker colors to deepen your blush if you wanted to. So when I get to the foundation, I could, and we might even do that, put a drop of 9 in my 3 just to deepen it a little bit. All right. So turning my system on, mixing those colors together for my summertime blush. I'm going to make sure I blew out all that. There we go. The contour color. So usually with contouring or with contouring, if you want to do 2 shades darker than your original color, so if I'm a 3, I can start contouring with shade 5. And same thing with the eyes. You can do that with the eyes. If you're a darker skin tone, you can use a lighter, like maybe 2 shades higher, to do some eyeshadow as well. So you could really, that's what I love about it. There's no rules, which is a lot of fun. Oh yes, yeah, because I contoured, and Nancy, I contoured and did eyeshadow with glow and shade 9. Hey Karen, how are you? All right, so I'm adding that blush, and now I'm going to add the blush to my eyes, which is Tulip and Natural, which we're now calling Summertime. Definitely going to give you that summertime glow, kind of a pinky bronze. I mean, look, ooh, I'm digging this. Digging it, digging it. Now, if you didn't have, let's say you didn't have shade 9 and you wanted something in your crease, then you could use the Nude and Naughty palette and do like something in there, like a medium brown in there to get that in your crease. So that's why I say, like, it doesn't have to be all airbrushing or all traditional makeup. You can go back and forth. If I wanted to contour with the Cut One palette or the Lion King palette, I can do that. So there's a lot you can do. All right, so now I'll grab the Ultra foundation. And to be honest, with all the contouring that I have, I don't know if I need to darken this, even though I am a little bit darker. I don't know if I need to darken it, but we'll find out pretty quickly. So I'm turning my system on, making sure the blush is out. Well, I don't need this right now. And then keep going. So I make one pass around my entire face, and then I'll probably have to look and see. Now, I don't think I need to darken it. I think it's good. So Candy, if you do get darker, being a darker skinned woman, if you do get darker in the summer, then I probably would do the reverse and go with 2 shades lighter and use your own natural skin to contour, and then you can do kind of a reverse contouring. Does that make sense? Oh, I'm loving this. Look at that eye. I love that eye. It looks so awesome. Do I not look like I've been on a vacation? I love it. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any demarcation lines. Didn't need all that I had in there. And there we go. So you could finish this off with a little bit of love on the upper cheekbone. However, because I already have some shine, some true shine from the natural blush and the blush on my cheeks, I probably wouldn't go with love right now because love has a luminosity to it. And so I don't want to go overboard. You don't want to look like a disco ball. And so anyone can wear shimmer or shine or a luminosity or luminizers. You just watch where you put them. Remember that shimmer does act like airport runway lights, and so it will draw attention to wrinkles and crinkles. But who's to say you can't have it right here, or high cheekbone area, or upper lip, whatever the case may be? You can play with that and you can have some fun with that. I'm going to blot my lips a little bit. And I think I'm going to do, because of my watch, I'm going to do the Naughty Pink. I already have a little bit of the lip jelly on, and so my lips are already conditioned. And then because of the tulip that I have, and because I'm sticking with that pink theme, and also because I love the bright colors now, so Nancy, my foundation color is still the same. I actually airbrushed my foundation with a shade 3. I did contouring. I always go with a deeper contouring, but that's why I did shade 9. But if you're first starting out with contouring, you might want to go just 2 shades darker. But because I contoured with a darker shade, plus I had the blush on and all of that, I just used the foundation to blend it. So you really, couldn't tell if it was a little bit lighter. It worked. That's why I tell you guys that this is so forgiving. It is so forgiving. That's why when people say, oh, I need to, I don't have the right shape, you can almost make anything work. So chances are you're spraying too hard. If you notice if we got you in the right family, then it should be okay. All right, does that make sense? All right, I'm going in with the Naughty Pink. I might have too much lip conditioner on. Like, gonna draw it in. Oh, see my nails? Well, I took this one off, but see my nails? My daughter picked all my nail polish for me. I had to go with like 4 colors. So this is a lesson to be learned too. I had on the lip jelly, which is a great moisturizer. I always put it on, but normally like I'll brush my teeth and blot, so my lips are still moisturized, but they're not as like you have to kind of take it off. So it's not letting this get as bold as it normally is because it's working with the conditioner. So if you're like, oh, I would never wear that bright of a pink, and I'll show you real quick how bright that pink is. See how bright that, I mean, it does literally match my watch. So if you need to kind of mute it a little, you can use the lip jelly. So there you go. I did. Karen, I contoured with the shade 9 Silk Foundation. All right. But I know that a lot of women want to contour, but then they're a little nervous to do that. That's why I always recommend to start contouring with foundation and just go 1 or 2 shades darker. Especially if you're new and you're like, I don't know about that. Just go 1 shade darker. It'll give your face a little bit dimension, because foundations are going to even you out and make you flat. And then we want to add shape back to our face where there should be shape. There you go. Love it. Love it. So, and then I could finish this off with mascara, and then I'm good to go. All right, guys, that is it for our 2 o'clock. I'll be back for 4. We'll be back and we'll do something fun for the 4 o'clock. Just keep on having fun today. I hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day, a wonderful time off. I want to see your Memorial Day looks, so send them to me. And we'll continue. If there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. And we can always implement them into our live chats. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.